this is working. I'm not sure the mic is on mute. I'm not seeing anything. What's up, my Trinbago vibe peeps? Hopefully, um, this is working. I'm not sure if anybody's here or anybody's hearing me. We're just checking in. It's supposed to be working, but hey, Kalina, are you hearing me? I'm not sure if you are hearing me or not because I'm having some technical difficulties on my end and now reach back from an event I was at. So, all right, nice. Once you are hear me, we good to go. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Angela and Starlight. Good night, you all. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Vibes Live. Uh, today was a little bit of hiccup. Hey, Omarion. Good night, Sylvan. Hey, thank you all, for joining me. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Starlight, nice to hear you are good. Yeah. So I know last week if you was here on the live, hey mischievous McQueen, woot woot, and Styles. I know if you was here last week on the live, I said I was gonna do like board games this morning. But yes, last night had like Pan on the Avenue, and by the time I reached back, I was like, as it was after 12. I didn't do any recording for it because I was just enjoying the vibes that was going on. And but by the time I reached back, it was after 12, and I couldn't get up this morning, so I couldn't go do the board games like that I had intentions of doing. So if you was here last week and I told you all, hey, we're going to do this, board games this morning, 8 o'clock. I think I posted it on the community tabs as well. Hey, Taste of Trini, good night, good night. Welcome to the late vibes in a sense, yeah. Because normally we will do this around 8, but I'm not too long reach back. I'll reach back about 5 minutes now, normally I would use OBS to, go live, but for some strange reason right now it's giving problems to open. So I just open up a browser and just run with it. Yeah, so right now I'm like, yeah, you can probably see all the sweat and everything on my face because these days in Trinidad it is extremely hot. We have been having some record temperatures here. So yeah, hey Morg, good night, good night. Welcome to the vibes. So yeah, so I was just explaining the reason why I couldn't do the board games this morning. I'll do it hopefully next week on the next live. Yeah, because I plan to drop the board games video itself come next week. Let me just show you all this thing here because I had this a while now. So this here, you all seen this? Ooh, yeah. This is board games, right? If you have joined me on a live during the month last month in July, you would have seen like what this game is about. I will do a live next live. I'll do a next one of this, but that's the video for this upcoming Saturday, and I'm planning to give away this actually, regardless of where you are in the world, and you simply have to watch that video come next week and just leave a comment. Who would Taste of Trini? You had to tell me like I don't deal in Fahrenheit, right? So it's like what that is what minus. You convert that to Celsius for me, and we good. Um, hey Ariana, yes, I remember Flanagan Town, in the middle of Trinidad and Tobago. Faisal and good night, Anita, I believe, yeah, and Kevin is asking, like, he loves the drone footage. What drone I'm using? Well, Kev, I'm using that will be the DJI Mini Tree. Yeah, it's not the Pro, it's the Mini Tree. I had the first Mini and the I crashed in a coconut tree, and well, it wasn't the first time I crashed in a coconut tree. That was the fourth time I crashed into a coconut tree, and but this time how it fell, one of the arms mashed up. I was supposed to get the arm replaced. I didn't get a chance to carry by somebody to sort that out. But kind of in my last trip to New York, put out the funds and I bought the mini tree. Mini tree is real fun, especially like you could switch from horizontal, the landscape, to portrait. It I have real fun. At least every time I fly it, I ain't got chance to like test it out like close to the normally beaches and stuff. But yeah. Woo! Okay. 47, 42.7. Oh, you surviving down there? That's what, Texas, I believe. That's in Texas. Taste of Trini. Wow. I mean down here our temperature was what 33 degrees Celsius, and we want to die. Like it's like I always thought it would have been nice to have a sauna, in my house, and I end up having one, but I didn't change anything in my house. So yeah, that is how it is. Yeah, right now. If you have seen, by the way, if you have seen the series, you know, can I survive? Not can I survive? Can I feed myself for the month with 400 TT dollars, which is about what 53, 57, or 58 US roughly, approximately. Yeah. So yeah, if you have seen that video, is like right now, what Super Cool Limited, they sponsored that series and big up them, right? They're supposed to be coming and installing an AC for me soon, so I'll be good to go. But yeah, yeah, PG, it is a late one tonight. I was mentioning is right now it's 9:21 here in Trinidad and Tobago. I literally got back home about 10-15 minutes ago. Yeah. Because the reason why I wanted to do the board, well, I wanted to do a live this morning, which didn't happen, of course, because Lime last night on the avenue, Pan on the Avenue, which was a vibes, by the way. Um, is because I know I was going to an event which I just came back from. I'll give you a little more details on that just now. And yeah, because the event I just came back from is at Tapas Lounge, is where those guys used to be on the avenue opposite Fifth Street Market, right on Arpita Avenue. Yeah, so I was at an event, the wife and I, and it was basically like a cocktail event, basically a couples event where you learn to make four, classic drinks. Plus, they had some finger foods and everything. And I'm giving you all now. I mean, I didn't record. I mean, I did record a few things, but that is like more for our private stuff between the wife and myself. But that it was a fantastic experience. I'm telling you all that right now. It was fun because you get to learn to make four different cocktails and plus the finger foods that they had at Tapas Lounge. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I'll do a video on them one of these days, so don't worry, that will come soon. But yeah, and the kind of, I mean, we go into the more this will be the, I won't say it is, where's the thing by 18 plus kind of thing, because here in Trinidad and Tobago 21 plus in some parts of the world, because we're going more into the alcohol content. I don't condone drinking alcohol anyway, but in this case, we learned to make four is alcoholic drinks, and it was real nice. It was a nice interaction. It was a nice vibes. It was a nice um overall. It was a nice experience. It was a unique experience that you won't really find here in Trinidad and Tobago, and I know they will have a next one in October, so I will post more on that later on. So yeah, so that's the reason I am late tonight, because I just reached back from that event. That started around 4, half 4, and in not too long, finish. So yeah, Angela is saying they had no water 3 days now in Kunupia. I know they was doing some works on the Carney plant, Angela, and that was affecting a good bit of spots. I know by me, I didn't have water, and I live in up Woodbrook side. We didn't have water for like 2 days, and well, the water pressure was low on my end, but it was rough. So, but now the water pressure good. So I'm not sure. You should probably give Wasa a call and find out what's going on there, and just make the report that there's no water. So yeah. So oh no, mischievous McQueen. I now seen this. I missed that entirely. I did not know that happened. OMG. Whew. All right. So let me update you all. Right. So one of the greatest singers right here in Trinidad and Tobago has just passed away. I just learned from mischievous McQueen. Denise Plummer has moved on from this plane of existence, and I'm just going to, just give the next minute of silence just to send prayers and thoughts to the family at this point in time. She sang one of my favorite all-time songs, "Not Leaving," and I know she was fighting it for a while. And yes, she had a concert, the last concert, and I wasn't in the country for it, and I ended up giving away those tickets to, well, Mischievous McQueen won those tickets, so that's real hard. Wow. Hmm. So just a moment of silence for I lost Wonder Woman here. I lost Trini Woman. Wow. Well, wherever you are, Miss Plummer, I wish you the best on your next journey in the hereafter. You have done some amazing work for this country, and I'm sure you would have gone through some your trial and tribulations. And God rest your soul, and condolences to the family. Wow. Arel, it's a real sad moment to hear that one, but thanks for bringing shedding that light, Monsieur McQueen. I mean, I know we would have heard about it. That probably pop up on the news at some point. Just today, I was real busy, and yeah. So God rest her soul. I know. I in the title, I said I'll make this a short one because, like, when I saw it was late, I now reached back and like I already have to go on, prep for the week and everything. So, but I did say I'll come on and chat a little bit with you all. We sometimes in this thing is be hard. Sometimes when you get news like this is you just feel it. So I think next week, although I said we are going to do board games, we'll see how it goes because we'll take in some of her music come next week on a live, I think. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I think that would be the better thing. The next live I'll be doing will be on our Independence Day, which is this Thursday. So look out for that. So I may go out on Chagrin Road and walk until the Queen's Park Savannah and walk back. So we'll see how it goes. That will be early in the morning. So yeah, so you can look out for the next live will be that, and we'll be on outside. We outside in that one. So sometimes when we outside, the connection may drop depending on the amount of people and where I am because I use my phone. And the thing with this phone, the highest quality I could get while going on live is 720. I guess 720p is the best in terms of the connection status. So yeah, we just completed. Well, I just dropped the final, three-part series for the challenge, the $400 challenge, and we end up with 25 cents at the end of the day. And it was very interesting, that one. I mean, like some of the items I bought this on that the last week, the fourth week, I still have it. We now opening it to use it for regular food. So it was interesting, and I should have done groceries better. I think in the fourth week, like in retrospect, that's what I was thinking. Because it's like I didn't open the flour, I didn't open the rice because I had stuff from previous week that carry forward into the fourth week, and yeah, so I could have probably bought more vegetables in that instead of the rice and flour. But I won't lie though, in this challenge, in this whole month thing, I've realized how far rice and lentils could go and dal and also flour. And it's like for me, I know this is probably a thing for most of you all, and that you already know about this. But for me, who okay, I'll give you a little backstory. I'm more for when I was home, like my mom and aunt and them would have sorted that out. So like a typical firstborn, and I saying firstborn, I was privileged enough that I didn't have to worry about food and things so much. And I mean, sometimes you used to get certain foods and you used to like wonder hate on the food and thing when I was young. But now in doing this challenge and doing everything, and I realized at certain points this was what was available then, and it makes me appreciate those moments more. Although that when I was young, I wasn't so considerate in a sense. So yeah, so so doing the challenge it was interesting, and I was real happy because like when I know I was had like $9 on something, right? I was like, all right, good. I can get triple whatever. I safe with in terms of the doubles. But then when it says a seasoning chicken, I was like, I know I needed the black pepper. And I was real quick. I went and out and searched, and it was three something pack of black pepper I got. Like, yes, I had like $6 and 25 cents remaining for it. So everything worked out nice. And the double spot, that's a I won't lie to you all, like I got that from a colleague of mine in work. He bunks in that time when I was in the office, and like Raj, you should check out this lady doubles so and so. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll do that in next doubles hopping. But like in the challenge, I was like, you know, if this dude said the doubles was good, let me go try it. And he was right. It was a good doubles right in San Fernando. So San Fernando have some real good doubles. So I'll give them credit for that. And I was happy to like end the challenge off because the first time I did it with the 1 week, we had doubles in that one. And so it was just fun to end this week's challenge as well with 8 doubles. So yeah, and as I was saying, it makes me appreciate like the kind of sometimes with the limited resources, what people have to do to to stretch what we have. And like even though I'll go out and still buy food and everything now that the challenge is over and everything, it's still interesting because when I went to the grocery this weekend here, I was like, hey, I was actually paying attention to prices of certain things and everything. And also apart in doing the challenge, I was surprised how expensive extra foods really was compared to all the other groceries. Yeah, so like here I'm giving you spoilers details. So I bought a fixed list of items regardless of the brand, regardless of the weight and all these things. But it's generally a fixed list of items. And to be fair, I went and looked for these items and the cheapest one and priced them. And price level really good. SNS Passats was under the $100. Like for food basket. Food basket, I actually bought 2 tins of sausage and it came up to exact $100. And I know that hey, I wanted to get this doubles for the 4th week, so that's why I went and put back a tin. So it came back down to whatever. But for that list of items, it was when I calculated, it was like over $100. Like, and it wasn't bad. It was like $4 or $5 over. Now extra foods, right? When I tally, right, the prices for those list of items, it was basically like $27, $28 more over the $100. So like around 128, 20, 127, $128 more. So it was interesting to see this. So it really goes to show that sometimes different groceries, those different prices, even extra foods have those plenty for 20 kind of thing. I was still shocked. Probably if I went for that plenty for 20, it'd have been cheaper, but I was still shocked that things were more expensive there in a sense. Now, if you shop at extra foods, go ahead and continue shopping at extra foods, but that's just how these things I see. Like my normal go-to groceries, because I live with Brookside, I will go to the closest spot. So I'll go like True Value or Massey. And one thing I realized, Massey actually have one of the cheapest spots for mixed parts. I did not price mixed parts in Price Club, but I'm sure they are pretty good. By the way, big up the Price Club. You know, they messaged me and told me that hey, they enjoyed the video I did, this one and the one I did when we did spend the day in Chigonos. And so yeah, so big now, so they was appreciative of that. So big up the Price Club Limited, and also I know I mentioned this earlier, but big up Super Cool Limited right in San Fernando for sponsoring this series. Because sometimes it'd be fun to do these things, but it take time and it take funds and it take a lot of work. So sometimes when we get a sponsor for these kind of videos, it goes a long way, and I'm able to use those funds now to do our videos, so upcoming videos. So look out for that. We're gonna do board games is the next one. So somebody gonna win the board games, and I'm giving you all spoilers now. Oh no, I didn't really. Did I finish talk this one, boy? Yeah, I was trying to keep this one short, you know. We already had done already seen we down to 20 minutes already. So next one is board games, and then after that we're gonna have a cheap eats. Yeah, so we'll be back to the food based one after that because I've still found some spots that's selling like chicken roti for like $12 and stuff, and then I see like chicken and chips for $10. So it's like, yeah. And it's interesting seeing these spots. I begin to appreciate the prices. Don't mind things raising here in Trinidad and Tobago, and the cost of living is rising. But in terms of food, dread. Like when you convert, like this month when I do the $400 a month challenge, right? That is about 58 US. Right now, I think it is hard to survive a month with in terms this is just food only, eh? Like going to buy food and to eat food. I think it is very challenging, and probably Taste of Trini, if she's still here, could attest this. Can you survive like as a single person? Because with a family is near almost impossible. But as a single person, if you had 58 US living in the states, will you be able to survive for a month? That's an interesting question. Here in Trinidad and Tobago is possible. I did it, and yeah. And now I give you all some thing the wife did on weekends. You know, give my little bly. But for the most part, I would say for 90%, 95% of the month, I was more or less sticking to everything I purchase from the groceries. Because at the end of the day, like it had things remain I didn't get to use. And in my train of thought is like, hey, if I have to go through this, I still have those items. So yeah. Ooh. And I just talking here. All right. Anyway, I was planning to keep this one short because I not too long come back from an event. Right. We just heard this news about one of the greatest women in the calypso industry, Denise Plummer. And so that's a hard one to hear, to be honest with you all. That threw off more or less. I mean, I have a few things here, but it still threw off everything because I mean, people are finding things just getting rougher and rougher. And I know there's a new strain of COVID as well. So hopefully, we have that under control as well here in Trinidad and Tobago. The heat these days is a next level thing here in Trinidad and Tobago. We and it's the thing is right. Normally, traditionally, we Piti Karim is normally be in September. That is the part of the rainy season because normally in Trinidad and Tobago we have rainy season, dry season. Dry season is from January to June, and then July to August is well, yeah. July to the rest of the year is rainy season, and right now, I mean, we have days of real heavy rain, and then we have days of blistering heat. Dread is like it's our next level. It's like we slow cooking here. So anybody who want to say climate change is a hoax, Dread, look at this data right now is a mess, and yeah. By the way, the cheap eats video I'm talking about, and I know I just jump in here and there because, like I said, I get thrown off a little bit with that news from Mischievous McQueen. The heat, hear me, the heat. It will be the cheap eats will be in Gasparlo. Um, I didn't go out and record that yet, so I'll be recording that in the upcoming weekend. So yeah, but when I am happy that the 400s a month challenge was complete because Jared, it was interesting to like almost vlog every day and to record everything every day. I think I missed out on some. I'm gonna lie, when I was editing week 4, I thought I had more clips for certain things, but I couldn't find it. I was real searching for it, and sometimes that's just how it goes, you know. That's how it just work out. So yeah, and once again, next week is board games. And I just want to thank, you all who, although I posted that, hey, I just came on for a short period. at the end of the day, I wasn't expecting like so much of you all to, join me on this live. I'll be honest with you all. So I just want to thank you all for joining me in this, the short right now here, this Sunday Vibes Live. And I think I'm about to wrap up that because I still have to go and organize for work and everything. And yeah, and I have a few other things to do before I hit the bed. So once again, condolences to the Plummer family. I know her sister Belinda Plummer is one of the subscribers on Trinbago Vibes channel. And she's normally just comment on everything, and she has been on the live ever so often. So condolences to her and the Denise Plummer family. I guess I'll get more info on that in the upcoming days. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's about a wrap. So I'll see you all in the next one. Next one we'll have a little more format. Hear me? We'll have a little better format and everything. The normal Trinbago Vibes live kind of thing. But yeah, this one we just keeping it short and everything. I won't lie to you all. Like I wasn't sure I was gonna have this, to be honest, because I know I said I wanted to have it, and when the time was going, I wasn't sure people was gonna join. But yeah, it happened. Hopefully we I'll sort out this OBS. OBS start to work next rounds. So yeah, and hopefully I get a haircut. That too is on its way. So yeah, and you can see I don't sweating already because of the heat. So my Trinbago Vibe peeps, hope you all have a great week. Have a safe one. Have a productive one. Thanks again for joining me on this live. Thanks again for watching the videos that I post and leaving those comments, hitting those likes. I appreciate that so much. It is motivation to continue to do what we do. And yeah, because sometimes editing is be a whole different scene. And I just like to try new stuff. So it's always be good to, get feedback and everything. So, my friends, sweet dreams when you get there. Good night. Have a safe one. Have a productive one. I know I mentioned this already, but yeah. And I'll see you all in the next one. Go on later. Be safe, by the way. Be safe on your road and be vigilant because right now I think with the terms of crime and thing, you have to be observant of everything going on around you. And then I find these days sometimes have a lot more, I wouldn't say crazy people driving, but inconsiderate people on the road. So be observant as well. All right. I'll go on later. By the way, for those of you who are outside Trinidad and have joined me, you all have a great one. I hope you all don't have a productive and an epic week as well as you all here in Trinidad and Tobago. And we'll see you all in the next one. Out. Thanks, peeps. I'll go on later. And yeah.